Yo, hello everybody, my name is the Neon Splash, and today I've come back with another video. Today is going to be actually a very sensitive topic to talk about, and it's been on my mind for quite a while. Please don't get bothered by the gameplay in the background, it's just there for fun, and let's get started. So, school. Let's just say that teenagers hate that place, and I can speak as I am one myself. Now, parents think that their children go to study, they pay money, they're studying, they're building their future, while in reality, I see it as wasting time. Tell me I'm wrong when I say that I go to school daily for the past 10 years, and and most of the stuff that I use on my daily life, I never learned from school. Oh, you're gonna tell me, okay, your language is improved. I'll tell you no. I didn't learn a second language from school. I think the only 2 years that really mattered to me were like the first grade and the second grade. After that, they don't teach you nothing. They teach you stuff that you're probably never even gonna look at after the year is over. They tell us to cram so many things in our heads the night before the exam, and then after the exam, it's gone. You don't remember even a thing, and that has happened for so long. I mean, as long as I can remember, I've been doing this until one year I decided to stop. This is not how I want to be. You know, I don't like memorizing stuff. It's a problem that I've always had, honestly. I never liked memorizing stuff. Hell, even my own religion, the Quran book that I'm supposed to be reading daily, I'm supposed to be memorizing. I can't even memorize it. You know, you can't memorize something that you're not interested in. And most teens, whether they like it or not, are not interested in physics and maths. And let's say for example, formulas. You have to learn a lot of formulas in your older years, and that's just stressful, especially in physics. I know a lot of people study chemistry. They want to become chemists. They want to become physicians, mathematicians, but it's truly stressful. And people somewhat look at you that if you don't like those things, that you're gonna be a failure somehow. And trust me when I say this, it's not. You deserve to be productive. You deserve to do what you like. I think teachers don't allow that in school. They don't tell you to be productive. They don't tell you to do what to do. They don't tell you what to do. They just tell you, "Oh, this is a problem and that's how you solve it. Now solve a million other problems like it." But why? What do I get from this? Why don't you tell me a problem and allow me to solve it? Make mistakes. Let me make mistakes because in the real world, they don't do that. They don't give you the solution to the problem. So I think it's a big problem. Now let's get about a second point that I would like to address that a lot of teens don't like about school. Now I know this is gonna have a lot of different opinions, but I'm just gonna state mine. School starts so damn early. I think it's one of the problems why teenagers can't even understand things in the first place. If I am, for example, on 4 or 5 hours of sleep, okay, and you teach me mathematics on my first period, do you really think I'm going to be able to understand? If you say yes, then Einstein is talking with me here because I can barely even read things when I get up in the morning, let alone understand mathematics, or physics, or chemistry even. It's just it's too much for the brain, and more and more research has shown that the brain is not fully functional until after 10 a.m. So I have science to back up. Oh yeah, the science that they teach us. Now I'm not saying that it should be completely off. I'm not like those kids that say, "Oh, school's bad. We shouldn't go to school. I don't care about my future." Because you, you, I care about my future. I want to have a good life. I want to have a good job, good money, a family when I grow up. But sadly, these things don't come for free. You gotta work hard for them. But how am I supposed to work hard for them when you don't give me much sleep as a student? You give me loads of work. You don't give me my productivity. You don't even let me do the things that I love. For example, me as a student, I'm gonna say this out loud. I don't like mathematics. I don't like physics. Yeah, I'm not a guy of science. So what? I don't like physics. I don't like mathematics. I don't like I like business. I like computers, that sort of thing. But if I go tell that to a supervisor or a principal, he's gonna tell me to do my goddamn job because why? The curriculum says so. Well, I mean I want to follow the curriculum, but I just don't like some subjects. I don't want to take it. Why can't school be like college? Let's say for example, starting from 10th grade, why can't students choose their own subjects? That would make things a lot more interesting, and students would actually be willing to learn and save the hassle and trouble the teachers face every single day in our schools. You see, when you're interested in something, you're about 60% more likely to memorize it. Now, I don't know about you, but I hate memorizing stuff, like I said before. So I would much rather study something that I'm interested in. You know, when I took some tuition classes for business or computer, you see me fully attentive, 100%. You have my full attention. I'm always talking with you, I'm always communicating, I'm always trying to solve problems and questions. But for example, mathematics or physics, sometimes I don't even know what the teacher is saying, but I have to tell her to keep going. Why? Because I can't be bothered. I hate the subject. And it's not really pure hate as much as like I can't seem to understand the subject no matter how hard I try. I've tried in the past. I got a lot of tuition, a lot of money was spent, but it was the same in the end. It's just not the subject for me. I and one more thing. I think school doesn't prepare you for the real world. If anything, it makes you worse at handling things. I mean, we already talked about being productive and what to do, but talk about this, problem solving. In school, they don't teach you to solve problems. They give you the solution to the problems. But when you're in the real world, for example, and you have a 9 to 5 job, an office, and a crisis happens. Let's say you own a company and something happens. Where are you supposed to get that solution from? You're supposed to figure it out. What do lawyers do? What do company managers do? What do programmers do when they face a problem in their coding or something like that? They always gotta figure it out on their own or with the help of a friend. But you don't have a teacher when you grow up and when you're old that comes and tells you a certain formula that's gonna crack all of the problems. The world simply doesn't work like that. And a lot of students, sadly, they realize that a lot later. Well, that was it for school. I might do a second video with a lot more opinions. I don't have my notes in line. This is purely out of my head. So thank you for listening and see you in the next one. Bye.